My name is Michael Pepper and welcome to Tech Discussions. On today's episode, joining us, special guest Daniel Scudery of Tech with Benefits. He's here to talk to us about some Samsung features and some things coming up with them, and let's get his thoughts on it.
Hello, Michael. Thank you for having me on Tech Discussions. Daniel here from Tech with Benefits. How you all going? The S23 Ultra and Samsung in general have some incredible features that not a lot of people tend to know about. Starting with things like in their gallery. The gallery itself is such a big sort of app that not a lot of people tend to understand a lot of the things it can do. Like, for example, within the photo editor, you have access to Object Eraser. But it's not just Object Eraser on its own. There's also Erase Shadows, Erase Reflections. It's a real sort of big part of the gallery, but it's seldom, or if not at all, promoted by Samsung. So you wouldn't even probably know it's there if you really had to go looking for it or watch a video like this to find out that it exists. Samsung also have this thing called Gallery Labs, which in the settings menu of the gallery, you can enable it and allow yourself to go into a hidden menu that you can activate extra functions or turn things back on that Samsung have removed. But you can see as you sort of scroll through the list, there's extra stuff that Samsung have kind of brought in with each One UI version. I think there's one that's missing, which is strange, but that's neither here nor there. This is the sort of stuff that you don't kind of get to hear about from Samsung because they're not really good at telling us about it. The thing is, I'm really excited to see what Samsung do with AI when it comes to the gallery. The invite's just gone out for Unpacked, which said Galaxy AI is coming. And we know that in AI space with some more sort of hardened software like Photoshop, there's generative fill and a lot of stuff where you can sort of put in a prompt and generate something. That is the stuff that I'm really excited to see Samsung's interpretation of and how you can do this straight from your phone. Because there's already the bare bones of it there. Object Eraser and Shadow Eraser, that's kind of already doing a version of that in filling in a gap that you've created by removing something. So I'm really excited to see the leap that Samsung take and the imagination that they've created to try and bring a further version of that into your gallery, into something that fits into your pocket. Other Samsung features that you probably don't get to see too much about is things like the edge panels. For me, the edge panels are Samsung's like little hidden secret. Yes, they've been around for years, but they truly can transform how you interact with your phone. Because you can access it no matter what app you're on, whether that be inside Twitter, inside a video or YouTube app, you can access it and jump between apps much quicker than you would had you needed to exit out of it all the time. I really appreciate the subtle little things like that Samsung have included in their software that people kind of tend to take for granted, or it's just it's whatever, it's the edge panels, it's been there for a while. But let it become part of your habit and it can really transform your usage of a One UI Samsung device. The thing is, Samsung don't kind of just let you have one version of something. They will bring in other versions of something that if that's not your taste, this might be your taste. An example of that is Samsung brought in the Smart Suggestions widget, which effectively is like an edge panel, but it decides the apps based on context. So it lists a series of apps there and learns your usage behavior and then places apps based on the time of day. Edge panel is fixed. You set the apps and that's it. Whereas this is a little bit different. And again, with AI sort of driving ahead, I'm really curious to see how Samsung leans into that a little bit more to learn your behaviors of how you use your phone and try and contextualize and customize things for you and personalize it for your own experience. It's a really exciting time with how powerful processors are getting. The 8 Gen 3, whatever Samsung's version of that may be, will drive this experience a lot further forward. So hopefully that can help you get excited for what's to come and even learn something about your phone that you may not have known. Thank you, Michael, for having me. Hopefully see you guys again soon.
Thanks, Daniel, for those thoughts and that wonderful input. Can't wait to see you again, maybe in a future video, maybe sooner or later. And if you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, please give it a huge thumbs up and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.